why don't we start off with a little Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. How wonderful that we get to be here together as friends and family.
So I'm so excited to invite the Slutsky family up. Annie, big day for you tomorrow. Annie's becoming bat mitzvah. Yeah, we can give it up for Annie. We've got so many reasons to celebrate tonight, and Annie, you are among them and very high among them. So come on up with your family. We're going to invite you to light our Shabbat candles this evening.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. As we start getting ready, let's see those Shabbat fingers in the air, everyone. Shabbat fingers in the air, Shabbat fingers in the air. Beautiful. Beautiful, and we wave 3 times. 1, 2, 3, bringing light to the eyes, light to the soul.
Baruch atah Adonai. Thank you so very much to the Slutsky family, and congratulations. We are so happy for you. So before we go on in our service, we have something very special to do. I went to Williams-Sonoma today to get our rewards for our contestants in the Latka contest today.
Latka fry-off, people.
And I'm very sad to say that Williams-Sonoma does not have any Hanukkah-themed mugs.
Well, Argyle is Hanukkah themed.
Yeah.
Get in touch
Well,
with
I'm a Gen Xer, so I like plaid. So I got plaid mugs, and it's back in. I like that. So so I'd like to actually now call up our judges from our Latka contest, Jada and Diane. If you could come on up. If you weren't here earlier, we had an amazing Latka contest with some wonderful entrants, and actually Anyone who participated, come on all the way around. Anyone who participated in the contest who was an entrant, why don't you stand up right now so everyone can see you? So, I have to tell you, we have two amazing judges here who are both members of our congregation. I don't know of other congregations that would be so lucky to have people like you. So Jada has been my friend for a really long time. I've known her for years and years. I did her bat mitzvah. She's a great kid, not so much a kid anymore, she's a grown up. And you can follow her on TikTok or Instagram at Healthica, where she does really wonderful, healthy recipes that you can do like that. Now, I just met Diane Worthington, but I have a feeling we're going to be friends for a long time. And I'm so excited that Diane is here tonight. She is the former editor-in-chief of Epicurious. I mean, that's a big deal, people. Yeah, woo, it's right. And she has written numerous cookbooks that are available. You can get them. And they have judged our Latka entries tonight. So they're going to let you know who won the contest. And then there is something inside of these mugs. It's not just the mugs that our entrants are winning. Yeah.
And they don't work. Okay. Okay. So, kind of frickin' frack here. Okay. So our third place person was?
Our third place winner was Ann Richards.
There you are. And her secret was she used avocado oil. Her secret was that she used avocado oil instead of a high point, other kind of olive oil or oil.
Very high.
And then our second place winners were Bennett G, Maddie R, and
Emma G.
oh, there they are. They're coming up. And they were beautiful. The appearance of them was just beautiful. They were very good. And our first place winner, really special. They were light, they were crisp, they were simple, but I would say elegant, crispy edges, and that is Helen. Where is Helen? Ah! Helen Smurley. Bravo. And she told us that her special ingredient with all the other things she put in was love. From the old country. Thank you. It was very fun. And now we're going to all both go on diets.
So it's not, you may have noticed that it's not actually Hanukkah yet. But we're celebrating Hanukkah, so we thought we'd light the Chanukiah and allow ourselves to bask in the glow of these lights. And we're going to ask our youth choir to stand up and lead us in the Hanukkah blessings. And we're also going to ask our adult choir to stand up because we're going to sing Ma'oz Tzur immediately afterwards.
Asher
but this is the very first time in a very long time that we have had an adult volunteer choir. I want to thank all these people standing up here. I know it sounds beautiful, but it's much more than that. It's about community, and that's why we are all here. And for this celebration of Shabbat, of our pre-observance of Chanukah, but really mostly in celebration of all of you, and this being a first in a really long time, we are going to join together in the words of Shehechianu, and the choir is going to lead us. I'm going to help out.
We're going to need your help with a little something. A little friend of mine who's over here in this section, right over here. Leo, yes, you are a little friend of mine, but you're not as little as this other little friend of mine. He lost one of the lenses to his glasses, right in this area. He's a very little friend of mine who's wearing these fabulous glasses, and he needs, let's see, if we could just kind of look down over in this area. One of these guys. Feet up. See what we got. Careful where you step. It's a group. All right, so while everybody is looking, you all can keep looking. We're going to continue with a little Lechadodi as we welcome in the Sabbath Bride. Pages 21, 22. Here we go. Pages 20 and 21.
Shabbat, התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בעורף קומי אורי, וראי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לחסדי, לחסדי, לקראת עליי, פני שבת, נקרא אליי, לחסדי, לקראת עליי, פני שבת, נקרא
We rise and face the entrance as we greet the Sabbath bride.
בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי כלה, בואי כלה, לחתוני, לקראת כלה,
Let's remain standing and we'll continue with the Baruch Hu, our call to prayer. Let's remain standing still. Don't sit yet, don't sit yet. We'll continue with Shema. Be seated.
Veshinantam levanecha, vedivarta bam, veshivtecha b'veitecha, uleftecha b'derech, ushochbecha ubekumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotavod beinenecha, utavtam al mezizot beitecha uvisharecha leman tiskeru ba'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim leloechem ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher Hotzeiti Etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim, Liot Lachem Lelohim, Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Thank you, Annie. So beautiful. We're going to continue with our song of Freedom Micha Mocha, which you can find on page 40. The melody, which you keep hearing over and over again, that goes like this, is the soundtrack to Hanukkah. It is. It's our leitmotif, and we hear it. It goes through every Hanukkah thing. So whenever a Jew hears that in the world, we know it's Hanukkah time. So we're going to sing Micha Mocha to that melody this evening. Micha Mocha, Ba'ilim Adonai. Micha Mocha, Nedar B'Kodesh,
Beautiful. We're going to continue now together on page 46. We're on page 46, and we will rise for the Amidah, and I want to invite up Annie to help lead us. And for the rest of us, please rise. We're on page 46.
Adonai Sefatai Tifta Ufiyar Gita Hilatecha Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Belohei Avotenu V'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Bekonei Hakol, Vezocher Hastei Avot ve'Imaot, Umevi Gulav Livnei V'Neichem, Lema'an Shemo Be'achava, Melech Oter U'Moshiach U'Magid. Baruch Atah Adonai, Mekin Abraham ve'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, V'chayei hakol Atah Ra le'Hoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mechalkel hayim b'chesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim. Somef noflim vero becholim, umatir asurim, umchayem emunato, lishenei achar, micha mocha ba'al gevurot, umidom elach, melech leniz, umechayem, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lechayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol.
We're going to continue now in front of the ark for a few moments with our own private and personal prayer. Al Hanisim, for these miracles.
So if you've, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So if you've ever been to Prague, you know one of the most famous Jewish legends is about the golem from Prague. A golem, okay, so I need everyone to be quiet, or you'll miss the story. The golem was a being that, according to the legend, was created by Rabbi Judah Loew ben Bezalel of Prague, who lived from 1525 to 1609. And he was this great scholar and leader who created this kind of a Frankenstein out of clay. And then he wrote a holy name on his forehead, and the golem came alive. And in the legend, the golem would go around and protect Jewish people from all kinds of attacks and pogroms during that time. Also, we know that Emperor Rudolph II, who was the ruler of the Holy Roman Empire, which included Prague, had a relationship with Rabbi Judah from time to time. So this is a story, according to our theme tonight, called The Golem's Latkes. And we actually have the illustrations while I'm reading it, which is rare and nice. So Rabbi Judah of Prague once took a great lump of clay and molded it into the shape of a man. He wrote a magic word on the creature's forehead, and the giant came to life. Rabbi Judah called his giant Golem, which means lump. The golem could not speak, but it could do many other things very handy: dig, hammer, nail, paint, plaster, and cook. It could plant a garden, wash clothes, and dry and iron them. I think I need a golem, personally. The golem could do whatever anyone asked it to do and do it well. There was just one problem. The golem did not know when to stop. It would keep working and working and working until someone said, "Golem, enough." So it came the time for Hanukkah. And one winter's day, Rabbi Judah found himself with a lot to do and not much time to do it. The first night of Hanukkah would arrive that evening, and he needed to show Basha, his new housemaid, how to prepare for the holiday. And then he had to leave at once to meet with Emperor Rudolph at the royal palace. But when he talked to Basha about getting ready, she said, "Well, what is Hanukkah, Rabbi?" And he said, "What is Hanukkah? Maybe I can explain it in a song that the cantor will help me sing." This is what Hanukkah is like.
Oh, Chanukah, you can join me, page 365. Oh, Chanukah, Chanukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party with all the Sahara. Gather around the table, we'll give you a treat. Sit before to play with the latkes you eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they share a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they share a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oh, Chanukah, Chanukah, festival of joy, a jolly day, a holiday for every girl and boy. Sing the whirling cradles all week long, eat the sizzling latkes, sing a happy song. Now light them tonight then, the flickering candles in a row. We tell the wondrous story of God's eternal glory, dance by the candles cheering glow. One for each night, we shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
So now that Basha got the point, Rabbi Judah told Basha, "You'll sweep, dust, and mop the floor. When that's done, start making latkes. I am expecting a lot of guests tonight. We'll need plenty of latkes to feed them." "How many should I make?" Basha asked. "As many as you can," Rabbi Judah replied. "What about him?" Basha pointed to the golem standing in the corner of the pantry. Rabbi Judah hesitated. He never allowed anyone to use the golem when he wasn't present. However, Basha seemed like a level-headed girl. She had a lot of work to do. It seemed only fair that she should have some help. "You may use the golem," Rabbi Judah told her. "Tell him what to do, and he will do it. But you must never leave him in the house while he is working. The golem does not know when to stop. He will keep doing whatever he is doing until someone says, 'Golem, stop.'" "Don't worry, Rabbi," Basha said. "You go off and visit the emperor. The golem and I will take care of everything. The house will be spick and span all ready for Hanukkah when you come home." "Well, golem," said Basha, "let's get busy. Mop the floor." The golem filled a bucket with hot water. He took a mop and mopped the kitchen until Basha said, "Golem, enough." The mop clattered to the ground. The clay giant stood still. "I'll empty the bucket. You dust and sweep. Be careful not to break anything." The golem began dusting and sweeping while Basha carried the bucket of dirty water outside and emptied it into the gutter. She stopped to chat to the neighbors. The golem had dusted and swept the entire house 3 times by the time she got back. He was getting ready to do it again when Basha cried, "Golem, enough!" The broom clattered to the floor. "The golem does a fine job," Basha said to herself. "As long as he's around, I really don't have to do any work at all. Let's see if he can make some latkes." Basha turned to the golem and said, "Golem, make latkes." The golem began peeling potatoes and chopping onions. He mixed them up in a great bowl with eggs, salt, pepper, and meal. He began frying latkes on the stove in a huge iron pan. Basha tasted the first latke. "These are good. Maybe I could have been in a contest," she exclaimed. "I see you know how to make latkes, golem. Keep working. Don't stop till I get back." She took off her apron and went to visit her friend Mary, who worked for a family living down the street. The golem kept working. Peel, chop, mix, fry. Peel, chop, mix, fry. Over and over again. Latkes filled the kitchen, then the pantry, then the parlor. Peel, chop, mix, fry. Peel, chop, mix, fry. Latkes pushed open the door. They tumbled into the street. Meanwhile, Rabbi Judah had a long talk with Emperor Rudolph, and Basha drank tea and gossiped with Mary. The golem made latkes. Peel, chop, mix, fry. Peel, chop, mix, fry. Latkes began piling up in the streets of Prague. They topped the city walls. People began fleeing from the mountain of latkes that grew higher and higher. Peel, chop, mix, fry. Peel, chop, mix, fry. The emperor glanced out the window. Something on the skyline caught his eye. "Isn't the Church of St. Stephen the tallest building in Prague?" "It is," Rabbi Judah replied. "Then what's that?" Emperor Rudolph asked. They rushed to the balcony. In the distance, they saw a golden brown mountain rising above the rooftops. The wind carried the smell of fried potatoes. "Oi, excuse me, Your Majesty. I must return home," Rabbi Judah said. Getting home wasn't easy. Latkes blocked most of the city streets. Fleeing crowds clogged the highways. Rabbi Judah arrived at home to find latkes blocking the door of his house. He clambered up through an upstairs window. Slipping and sliding over piles of latkes, he forced his way to the kitchen, and then he saw the golem standing by the stove. Peel, chop, mix, fry. Peel, chop, mix, fry. "Golem, enough!" Rabbi Judah cried. Just then, Basha appeared. "Where have you been?" Rabbi Judah demanded. "Visiting my friend Mary," Basha answered. "I had such a good time. I stayed a little longer than I expected. Then I had to go back to borrow a ladder so I could get into the house." She looked around at the heaps of latkes. "Oh dear, what a mess. The golem must have clay for brains. He really doesn't know when to quit." They climbed back outside. "Didn't I tell you not to leave the house while the golem was working?" Rabbi Judah said. Basha shrugged. "I forgot. I'll do better next time." Rabbi Judah didn't have time to scold her. "Hanukkah is almost here. Our guests will be arriving soon. What are we going to do with all these latkes?" "What else do you do with latkes?" Basha said. "Eat them." So they did. Rabbi Judah invited all of Prague to his Chanukah party. Emperor Rudolph came with his court, bringing wagon loads of applesauce and sour cream. People trooped in from the countryside to join the feasting. The party lasted 8 days, and by then the latkes were gone. Every last one had been eaten, and every Alka-Seltzer and Tums had been consumed. "I don't know whether to reward you or get rid of you," Rabbi Judah said to Basha after the guests left. "Reward me," said Basha. "You're going to need me soon. Purim is coming." "Purim," Rabbi Judah exclaimed. "I hope you won't ask the golem to make hamantashen." "Can a golem make hamantashen?" Basha wondered. A faint smile crossed the golem's lips. "Hamantashen? Why not?" The end.
Thank you, Rabbi Nanis. That was awesome. I always love listening to you tell stories. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. We're inviting our youth choir back up. Shh. But now we're going to take a little bit of time, kind of take a breath, center ourselves a bit. Because now's an opportunity for us to think about those in our lives, in our families, our communities who may be in need of healing, whether that's physical healing, mental healing, or spiritual healing. We bring to mind today from our community specifically Nicole Alkov, Emily Blau, Jacob Friedman, Merlot Gadushi, Levi Jonathan, James Klein, Cindy Lederer, Michael Levi, Michael Levy, Ronald Lanicki, Philip Marber, Annette Pansky, Trevor Sangster, Charles Schwartz, Alan Cerroti, Robin Vogel. And if you are thinking of anyone else today, I'm going to invite you to say those names now in your hearts as we continue with the Misha Berach prayer for healing. So now before we continue, just a few brief announcements. First, Cantor Shapiro, thank you so much for helping to organize such beautiful voices. I mean, look how full this room is. I know, like, some of you be like, oh, it's a little noisy, the kids. And some of the kids be like, what's going on, these people in here? I'm here to tell you, that's like how it should be. Where we're here with our community and our families and our friends and singing from generation to generation. We say that a lot, from generation to generation. We don't mean from generation to generation, meaning this generation, you stay over there. This generation, you go somewhere else. No, it means from generation to generation that we get to all spend our times together and seeing this with the beautiful choir, these lovely youth voices, and then our lovely voices from our adult choir. So thank you all so very much for being here, and thank you, especially for winning the Big Shabbat Shalom. That was awesome. Yeah, you could definitely give them some claps. Love it. So we call it Shabbat with Chanukah and Shabbat with our lights and the candles. As a Wilshire Boulevard Temple community, we are participating with the Greater Los Angeles community in a campaign known as Shine the Light. Shine the Light. And what is this about? It's about showing that we're going to shine a light and be the light that fights against anti-Semitism, racism, hatred of any kind. And part of that participation, if you are up for it, if you're willing, as we leave this evening, there'll be some signs that you can put in your front yard, basically saying, right, shine a light. It's colorful, it's light, it's beautiful, it's part of the Federation and Wilshire Boulevard Temple that we'll be putting those in our lawns against, again, anti-Semitism, any kind of hatred in our world, because definitely we know we need that light. And speaking of light, Annie, how are you feeling? Feeling good. Annie is going to be called to the Torah tomorrow as a bat mitzvah. I am so very excited. She's going to be called. We're going to be here in the morning doing our thing right here in the place that she grew up. Right? That is really from generation to generation. So I'm so excited to be here with you tomorrow morning as we celebrate you becoming bat mitzvah. Do we have any? Do you want to thank our?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people to thank tonight, and I also want to call out a few people. She's hiding over there, Donna Nadell. Can you wave to everyone? Donna is our executive director. We're so grateful for everything you do, Donna. Thank you. Esther Cohen is here, our membership director. Esther is fantastic. She's the person who greeted you on the way in. We're grateful for everything that she does as well. And I want to thank the people up there tonight. So Don Levy, who is running tech, Elijah in the back doing our sound, and the voluntold Francis Spencer Shapiro, who helped out with the story on there. Special thanks, of course, to our choir, to Hope Easton on cello, and to Alice Wong on piano, and to Susan Rosenstein, our music director and choir conductor. Thank you. And another voluntold, Scott Spencer, who played the percussion this evening.
Also, following our service, we're going to continue right here at the front of the bima with Kiddush and Motzi. But then, actually, prior to that, when we move into Kaddish Yatom, when we do into the mourner's Kaddish, the mourner's prayer, what I'm going to do actually is invite those families with the children who feel like they want to go outside, where they don't think they'll be able to like calm their bodies, just out of respect to those who are thinking of someone, and out of respect to you, not to put you in that kind of a position. So what we'll do is we'll invite you out prior, and then we'll continue with Kaddish Yatom. And Cantor Shapiro will be leading our families and kids outside. There'll be Kiddush out there, challah, grape juice, all sorts of wonderful things. I think there's still some chocolate. Definitely still some chocolate. And so we'll be doing that as well. So with that,
We're going to return to the soundtrack of Hanukkah with Adon Olam to the tune of Ma'oz Tzur. Please join us on page 321. And I'm going to ask our choirs to rise one more time.
Yitzir Mivra
So now I'm going to invite those families and the kids who would like to make their way outside with Cantor Shapiro for Kiddush and Motzi. And for those who wish to remain here for Kaddish Yatom, I invite you to remain with us. And our beautiful kids are going to make their way outside. Here we go. I love it. Good job, good job, good job. Beautiful choir, beautiful choir, beautiful choir. Where you go? Outside. That's where Mommy's going. Mommy's going outside.
That's fine. Who's singing it? Choir? Oh.
So now as those beautiful little voices start making their way out, it's our opportunity to think about those in our lives, in our community, our family, who are no longer with us. First, we'll bring to mind the names of those in our community, our families who have died during this first Shloshim, this first 30 days. Norma Bubar, Charles Dalgener, Judy Eder, Paul Fisher, Linda Gage, Robert Katsky, Ezra Cohen, Irene Saltzman, Carolyn Scher, Daisy Schott, Moshe Jeffrey Shopson, Norman Siegel, Elaine Wexler, Jacqueline Weinberg, Sydney Weinberg. If you are here remembering a loved one who's died in the past Shloshim, I invite you to please rise and remain standing so we may support you. The following are the names of those in our community whose memorial fell during this past week. Abe Alex, Ruth Becker, Aaron Bender, Jacob Burlfine, Dennis Allen Blake, Gail Brewer, Mary Brown, Alexandra Raisa Buke, Molly Birkin, Eugene Klaus, Jeanette Richards Kaufman, Bud Cohen, Sheldon Cohen, Michael Coleman, Priscilla Crombie, Etta Copeland Daniels, Harry Davis, Alvin Dishler, John Dalgener, Hart Dreeman, Helen Dresser, Sarah Droch, Lawrence Dubinsky, Evelyn Fern, Alana Ferrari, Robert Fink, Harriet Freund, Ehrlich First, Mayor Gerson, Ann Gilberg, Leonard Goldberg, May Goldberg, Herbert Goldmark, Florence Goldstein, Sandy Gordon, Howard Gottfried, Nathan Greenberg, Philip Grosser, Toba Hakim, Harry Theodore Holmberg, Gertrude Hutchinson, George Jacobs, Max Jaffe, Lottie Kahn, Rose Kaufman, Caesar Kirsten, Newton King, Estelle King, Herman Klein, Sally Kleinbard, Susan Klug, Alex Koper, Elise Kosman, Wendy Kramer, Tilly Creven, Myron Lester, Jack Lewis, Lillian Lynch, Erna Lovis, Tilly Lubetsky, Jules Lustig, Wesley McDuxton, Melvin Mallet, Gertrude Morantz, Herman Markowitz, Rita Medway, Sylvia Miller, David Millett, Joseph Mitchell, William Motel, Frank Nadich, Dorothy Nuger, Reyes Olgin, Carol Jean Osterweil, George Pines Jr., Eliyahu Prinazar, Mary Prell, Harry Prince, Harriet Reed, Sophia Reichwald, Joan Rex, Tilly Rolnick, Elizabeth Rubenstein, Burton Sanders, Betty Skadron, Werner Schott, Shirley Schwartz, Morton Seidel, Goldie Schaefer, Carl Shapiro, Robert Slangsrup, Dorothy Slifkin, Elaine Small, Evelyn Smanson, Janet Smith, Cheryl Spivak, Jack Stock, Penelope Summer, Rose Taylor, Benjamin Tooch, Benito Valner, Marshall Wagman, Martin Webster, Samuel Witz, Cindy Wool, Gerald Young. We also add to, if you are here remembering the Yortzeit, the memorial of a loved one, I invite you now to please rise and remain standing so we may support you. We add to those names all of those who have died defending the United States of America. We add to those names all of those who have died defending the state of Israel. We add to those names all of those who have died from senseless acts of terror and hatred and war around the world. We also add to those names all of those who have no one to say the mourner's Kaddish, the mourner's prayer for them. And finally, if you are thinking of anyone else today, or if I've mispronounced a name that you know of, please say those names now in your hearts. And with that, I invite all of us to please rise in support of those in our community thinking of someone today. We're on page 294, the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba, ve'omad divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עמל מיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לאלל מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Say shalom, b'roma. Say shalom. Say shalom. Say shalom. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Let's remain standing, remain standing. Annie! Come on, here. Let's continue with a little kiddush. Bring your family, bring your family, bring your family. There we go. And we raise our glasses. Annie, raise the glass. That's for you, Mama. Mm-hmm. Where's Grandma Blue? And Grammy Sue. Where's Grammy Sue? Grammy Sue, Grandma Blue, come on up, please. Come on up. There we go, and we raise our glasses. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei beriah gafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת, מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. Raise them up, raise them up. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. אמן. לחיים. All right, siblings. Hold up, put it down, put it down, put it down. Don't want to get it on your juice. It's grape juice. Take it easy. Grandma Blue's like, oh man, grape juice. Come on, Grandma Blue. Here we go. It's the, you all have to hold on here, Sam. You remember? The pole. Sam. Just the kids, just the kids, just the kids. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam המוציא לחם מן הארץ. Amen. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Pull. Shabbat Shalom. There is a fabulous latke bar outside. Wonderful, delicious sufganiyot, soup, salad. We've got chocolate and soup and sufganiyot and latkes and soup. Lots of soup, people. Lots of soup.
Thank you so much. You want to get what?